Hola, you have requested this video several times. I've already had this video in Spanish, but on TikTok I have several comments asking me to please explain it in English because I already engraved this bottle that I engraved with a WeCreat Vista. So I'm going to give you the steps on how I did this, but as I said before, I already engraved it, but I'm going to give you the step-by-step, the settings, and the spray that I use to be able to engrave on glass. So let's get started. The WeCreat Vista is a 10W or 10 watts diode. Diode lasers cannot engrave glass, but if you use some kind of spray or medium, you are going to be able to do so because then the laser head can engrave, or the laser head is going to touch the paint or the medium, and then it's going to be able to mark the glass. And that's what we are going to do today. There's different type of different type of paints that you can use to engrave, and I have another video, I'm going to tag it in the description below, where I tested 4 different mediums for laser engraving on glass. But this company sent me a new spray, and this one has been a lot better. Although the previous one was great, this one is for stainless steel, and this one specifically for ceramics and glass, and I love this one. So all these links are going to be in the description below. So this is a bottle that I engraved. I use rope and buff to add a little bit of color to the engraving, but you don't need to. The engraving usually is going to look kind of white gray. And I have my Vista ready. I'm going to show you what I do, how to position this bottle in the machine. So let's start with that. The machine is on and I have the software here, but I haven't connected my machine yet. So let me go to the machine, and my voice is going to be a little bit farther because I forgot to use my microphone, but you're going to see what I'm doing right now. So let me hide this and stretch this so you can see it closely what I'm doing. For the WeCreat Vista, depending on what bundle you bought for the WeCreat Vista, you are going to receive some kind of let me move the camera so you can see it better. Sorry, I was shaking. You're going to see these legs that you can add to the laser. I decided to leave it like that in case I needed this space. And as you can see, this other Vista doesn't have the legs, so that is closer to the base of my table. But this one has the legs, so that's why. Go typo so you can see it better. When I open my machine, it moves the slats and it moves the crumb tray. I can see the bottom of my table and there's space enough to put my bottle. If I move the laser head, which I shouldn't, let me turn off the machine because you shouldn't move the laser head when the machine is on. As you can see, I can fit the bottle under the laser head. If there's not enough space, like almost an inch, or maybe see the waters of it, or maybe yet almost an inch of the space that you need here. If you don't have enough space, you're not going to be able to engrave it. So that's why with the little legs, I'm able to do piso. If you don't have space, you will need to raise all the corners, maybe use it the same object so it's leveled. But from this bottle, it worked for me. So I just have it there. Let me turn it on again because I can do shouldn't move the laser head when the machine is on. So we can see it on the soap. So as you can see, the red dot is exactly over the bottle. That's the important part. So you can autofocus correctly. And that the bottle is at 90-degree angle, because if the bottle is tilted, then the sign is going to be tilted. So this is very important that the bottle is 90 degrees, and it's as simple as that. And the important part is that this is supposed to have the paint. It's not doesn't have the paint right now because I already inked it. But when you spray the paint that's special for this type of for glass, for the laser engraving, the laser head is gonna be able to autofocus. When something is clear, usually you're gonna have problems for the laser to recognize the glass. But because you're gonna have the paint, you're not gonna have that problem. I'm gonna put the dot exactly in one of the letters so it out of focus, and I'm even able to do this so you can see how I did this. And of course, you need to leave the machine open to be able to autofocus. So we have that in here. Now I'm going to connect the machine. I just connected the machine. As you can see, the dot is green, meaning that the machine is connected. And this is the refresh. As I said before, the border is already engraved. And if I move this, it was engraved like this. As you can see, it's exactly the same size. And you need the paint. And this is as simple as it sounds. You clean the bottle with alcohol, wait for it to dry, then spray the paint, which is a ceramic and glass black marking spray. Wait for it to dry, place your bottle inside the laser head as I just showed you, and I'm gonna auto measure. And you saw that the laser blink, and it just recognize the measurements. You can see the thickness in here. Everything is good to go. These are the settings that I used: 90 power, 30 speed with a 120 line density. And it's as simple as just sending this to engrave. Of course, I'm not going to engrave it, but it's going to take 22 minutes and 44 seconds. So that was simple, right? 3 things that I'm going to remind you. First, with the software. Let me hide this camera so I can show you. If you change the settings here, remember to auto measure again. Why? Because you remember I already input my settings, right? They're fine. But if I already out of measure. If I go here and change my material, can you see this? The thickness? This is incorrect. So remember, always auto measure last, or if you auto measure at the beginning, don't change the material, because if not, you're gonna mess with the settings. That's the first one. Second, before you spray with the marking spray, remember that you need to clean your glass with alcohol. And third, wait for the marking spray to dry before engrave, because it's not gonna be even. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I will be more than happy to help you achieve this project that looks beautiful with the diode laser. And this is a 10W. You can do it with the WeCreat Vision 20, Vision 40, and Vision Pro, which is a 45 watts too. And they look beautiful. I hope that helps. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. See you again in the next video.